There we go. Now you can hear me. It's not like last time where it didn't work. Today it works. We are now going to be in Baku. I'll be going straight to the screen like as soon as possible. But we've got 11 races. It's a street circuit. It should be dry. Might be some rain. I doubt it though. Although it's going to be a great race. I can guarantee you that. The castle section. That is going to have some absolute scenes. And we might see some parking that's got more than Gibraltar. They're going to need a Section 3 badge just to park there. But it's going to be a great race. I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are excited at home. You get to see me for the first time. Last time we tried, didn't work. But trust me, it's going to be a great race. Strap in, get your drinks, get your food, whatever you need. And I hope you have a lovely time. See you on the track, and we'll see you soon. Guapo. Right, let's get this working. Let's do this, guys. Right. And we're going to be going out now. I think we've just seen one of the first cars already going out on the track. I'm not sure who that was, but we'll see shortly. Hopefully momentarily we'll see it. There we are. And it is Charles here. Gad already disqualified from the session for blocking the pit lane. He's not having a good time. He's completely just... What has happened to his car? He's out of the session. Already, Gad has just been kicked out. That is so unfortunate to see from him. You know what? It happens sometimes. So we're going to be seeing Gad have to start at the very back today. He's not going to be at the front where he was last time or even in the midfield. He is starting in 11th place in Baku. That could choose to be quite challenging, actually. So it matters now. Will he be able to get to the top? Charles is going to be maybe the first one to set a lap time. Actually, I'm not sure. That might be Derek up ahead, I'm pretty sure. It is Derek in the red car here. Got to pass through that castle section. For those that don't watch Formula 1, or if you might be new, that section in Baku is infamous for claiming cars' tyres and for the most famous moment of Charles Leclerc calling himself an idiot for going straight into them walls. But as you can see, it's quite short. It's quite a sharp turn. So evidently mistakes will happen, and such and so we are probably going to see it this race. Hopefully not so much, because we've got only 11 races. We don't want that to happen. Sadly, those that aren't here from last session, it sucks that you're not here, but I'm sure you've got something busy going on, and we can hope to see you in the next one. Next one, let me just have a look here on my calendar. If I'm not wrong, mind you this, I am not always up to speed with it. Sometimes there's quite a few things that go on. Yet next race is Texas. Texas is going to be a great track to see, so get ready for that one. This is also going to be an amazing one as Derek starts us off with the first lap of the day. Takes that first corner really beautifully, leaving very little room on that left side tyre, nearly hitting the wall. Going down into corner 2 now. He gets I think he made contact there. I'm not sure, but his lap is not invalidated, so evidently it didn't really matter. He did make a little bit of contact. It might just be a camera issue, or it might have actually been that he made contact with the wall. Either way, we'll find out shortly if he's going all out. And I think he is. He does seem to be. He's not stopping. Going now into corner 5 or 6. Lovely as well. Derek's got some great control over this track right now, it shows. But now it really shows here with the castle section. Is he going to be able to carry a lot of speed through that corner? Now, mind you this, it's not meant to be a corner where you carry a lot of speed. Although, in a race, you need to carry a bit of it. We're going to see it now. He's approaching it now. Let's see how he takes it. Will he take it beautifully? And he does, just like that. He passes it without an issue. That was amazing there. Great to see. But, once again, qualifying, it's just the start. The race is really where it all happens. Sadly, GAD53 had an issue, and he has been disqualified from said race. What a shame to see. But you know what? Sometimes it happens, evidently. But now, he sets a faster Sector 2. Obviously, he being the first one out, he will be setting the fastest lap of the session to start us off with. We're going to be seeing what he does. Mind you this, I'm not too sure on track averages right now, but I can guarantee... Oh, no, my test set his fastest lap, a 1:44, which I do know is quite quick around this track. That is a rather quick time around this track as he's going down the main straight now. Derek's going to be crossing the line. Will he match it? I think he will. He'll beat it, actually, getting a 1:39.8. Putting Guetta down into P2, which is a great and honestly a remarkable time for Derek there. That is fantastic to see. As Charles goes into the pits, he invalidated his lap time. I'm assuming he must have had an incident with the wall there. But nonetheless, a great time from Derek. Great time from Godzilla, pushing down Guetta into P3. Godzilla putting a 41. Guetta with a 44, and Derek with a 139.8. Remarkable stuff from Derek. We know we've seen him do it before, and evidently he's done it this time. Shelly is yet to put a lap time in. I'm pretty sure he will be doing it shortly, although we're going to stay on board now with Perry, which I am pretty sure is going in next. Never mind. Shelly just set the fastest lap time. I don't know where I've been, but evidently it's not been in the commentators box. I've lost track of everything. But nonetheless, Shelly setting the quickest time of a 39.5, pushing Derek down to the P2 with a 39.8. 39.5 and a 39.8. They're still very close to each other. Obviously, first few laps, they're not going to be as accurate as you'd want. Perry going into the pits as well. I'm pretty sure he might have had an incident with the wall as well. We're going to be going there, seeing he's also in the pits. Laggy going in to the castle section now, which is lovely to see. His car, you know what, let's do a little bit of inspection. We like to do this little intermission now of looking at these cars' liveries. And Laggy has a beautiful setup on his car. Look at that. That black, brownish, goldish. That looks like the old Lotus livery. If you know what I'm talking about, Ayrton Senna used to drive a Lotus that had that exact livery. It was beautiful, and I think it might be an inspiration. I might be wrong, although it is a beautiful livery to see. Laggy's going to be doing his lap now. We're seeing him coming around, where is this? Corner 16 into 18. These corners are quite high speed, and the issue is if you carry a bit too much speed, you're going to be eating that left wall that you're going to be seeing come up right now, which is this one here, that blue wall now actually. You carry too much speed, you'll go right into it. And also another little fun fact about this track is that section there that you just saw, where Laggy just passed through, it's the same section where you will see cars coming right at you as a clear barrier. Quite cool. Laggy's crossing it now with a 47, I think it was. What was it? I'm pretty sure it's a 46, putting himself into P6. Fantastic to see. Love seeing that from Laggy. He puts himself comfortably into P6. Then putting himself into P5. Didn't even see him with a 45, which is a great time to set. Fantastic. Everyone so far is in the 40s or the 39s. Not many outliers have gone into the 41s or less so. But you know what? That's fantastic to see. We're going to be going into K Muscat now. Last race, he did have a DNF. Hopefully this time he does finish it. I have a lot of hope in his iconic green car. We're used to seeing it. Look how beautiful that is. A little Sprite livery looks like it. Just out of turn 6 and 7 now. We're going to be seeing it now. It's K Muscat. Oh, he loses the tyres just a little bit there. That's not what you want to see. Everyone there, look at that. Everyone's on soft tyres, obviously. You know, you've got to get the fastest lap of those softs. You're not going to go on mediums. We have seen it though. K Muscat coming into the castle section. He's not used much. Oh, slow through that section. He would have gone into the wall there. Non-ideal lap for K Muscat, that's for certain. But nonetheless, he's going to be setting a lap time. Not sure what's going to be. I know it's going to. I don't think it's going to be breaking into the 130s or the 40s, sadly, because of that section there in the castle section, the little incident that he had. I don't believe it will, but nonetheless, it's going to be a great time, I'm pretty sure. We can just see now. I'm excited to see this race. 11 races around Baku is going to be quite impressive. Alright. Let's get going. Come on. We only got, what? See what 4 races that need to do laps. Let's see where they finish. K Muscat coming up to the line. He's not going to be getting in the top 3 nor 4. He's going to be getting a 140 something. But let's see what he gets. He gets a 144.3. Not the fastest lap around this track, but nonetheless, it's still something. And you know what? Time on the board. Great on you. I'm absolutely proud of that. Lovely. We're going to see K Muscat do definitely a way better time. I can guarantee you that. We're going to be going to Charles here, going into the castle section. Will he be able to get it done cleanly? He gets it done perfectly, actually, keeping that car straight as an arrow. The car's moving about. You can see it's trying to fight him there, but he's got a stronger grip on him than he needs to, which I love to see. We're going to be seeing it now. He's going to be going into corner 15. 15 here. Mind you, this is another corner. I've realized an issue with Baku is a lot of these corners come from really fast straights or just really fast corners and into a very sharp turn. We're seeing it there in corner 15. That corner is vicious. You get too much lip there, you'll go straight into the wall. Charles keeping it clean, getting really close to that wall there. It's going to be quite a quick time. Will it be enough to beat Shelly or Derek or Gad getting himself into the podium position? He's coming, he's got DRS active, barely any battery in the tank. He's getting it. I think he's done it. He's going to be something quite good at that. He puts himself up into P3 with a 41, pushing Godzilla down into 4th with a 41.4. Fantastic stuff. Charles puts himself up into P3 with the top 3. Great to see. He's only a few milliseconds off of Derek, which means he can definitely find enough room on that track to get into the 39s. We've seen it there. Wilson with a 41.3 as well. Great lap time, pushing K Muscat down into P9. I'm assuming K Muscat must be doing a time soon. Perry is doing his lap now, though. He's coming onto the main straight. He's got barely any battery. He's going to activate his DRS now. He's done it. We're going to be seeing something magical from Perry. I'm certain of it. 37, 38 to the line of 39. Will he be getting a 40? And he gets it. He gets a 49. Not the fastest time from him, although it sets him on par with Laggy, just behind the tail end of Laggy in P8. P8 for Perry, P7 for Laggy. Perry is our first champion in our series that we started now nearly even a year ago, I might be wrong, or a few months off of the year. Regardless, Perry is our first champion, and so far, Shetty is our second. Sherry is our second, and which is crazy to think. We've had 3 seasons of this, if I'm not wrong. I've loved every season we're doing so far. This season, though, is way more special, as it is the first official season where everything is up and running perfectly. We've got ourselves a camera where you can see me, talk to me in the chat. We're seeing some love for Derek, a usual chatter. You know who you are. Thank you for always supporting. We love the support for Derek. And you know what? I'm going to say it here. I think this might be Derek's race to win. He has very good he's got promising pace on this track, and being very close to Shetty is a great thing that you want to be. A 39.7 next to a 39.5. Those are fractions of a second, which I am sure Derek can achieve, and he might do it in this lap that we're seeing here. On his, I think, 3rd lap maybe, he's into pits obviously, he's going through Sector 1, he might have, Sector 1 was a good sector, not the fastest Sector 1, although Sector 2, we've seen Derek do pretty good in the castle section. He gets a great corner there, he could have gone a bit quicker, but nonetheless he does it quite good. The castle section where it matters, will he do it, Yang? He gets it perfectly done. That was fantastic to see. The car stayed straight, maybe falling out with a little bit of the exit there, but nonetheless, great from him there. All the drivers have put in a qualifying time, except for number 53 in 11th, who was disqualified for blocking the pit lane entry, which is just not something you want to see. What a shame. But you know what? I'd argue he's got a fun race ahead of him. He's got a fight now, and I'm one for it. I'm so excited to see this, because you know, 53, Mr. Gad 53 over here has great race pace. We're seeing it though. With speaking of great race pace, is Derek here? No, pardon me, I didn't even realize. Godzilla putting a faster time with a 39.6, but Derek's not doing it. He's gonna have to go into the pits, I'm assuming. He's not done it quick enough, sadly. Nonetheless, it's what you can expect sometimes. Sometimes the laps aren't gonna be what you want. But you know what? Keep a high head. You know Derek can do it, and I know Derek can do it. So far, the top, I'm not even gonna say top 3, top 5, the 10, the entire grid itself is quite close. Mind you, the slowest time with a 43.3, it's not the greatest time in the world, but neither is it super far off. Shetty, though, absolutely blazed it with a 38.8. What is happening? Godzilla, is he going to respond with another quickest lap? I don't know if he will. No, he's going into the pits. Nonetheless, Shetty has broken the barrier of the 39s, and he's gone into 38s. The territory of 38s is quite unheard of currently. But you know what? I think he heard me talking about Derek being close to him, and he wanted to close that door straight on his face and say, nah, you're going to be a bit further back now. And that's exactly what he's done. Laggy, I think, as well, is going to be doing his fastest lap now, in P7 now, currently going into corner 2. This is great to see. I'm loving this. Guetta, we've also got, fantastic to see, is Guetta support. We're going to give him some camera love here in corner 2 as well. He's straight behind Laggy. Guetta, a very competent racer, and I know for a fact that he can beat out of that 40s. He can get into the 39s, and I'm certain of it. I'm 100% certain, and I'd wager money on it even. If I could, I definitely would, tell you that much. Keeps it clean there. That's lovely to see from Guetta. Pardon me there for a little bit of a pause. I was just having a bit of my water. Get a bit parched when I talk all of these F1 things. We've got a few more weeks left. Hopefully by the end of it, I've still got vocal cords I can still sing about. Shetty is, I think, on his cooldown lap. I don't believe he is racing. But honestly, with Shetty, you never know. No, he's definitely not on his fastest lap. Shouldn't be, at least. If he is, somehow. Honestly, I say that, but you never know with Shetty. He's not going to be, but you know what? Great stuff. You know what? Wow, for the first time, we've seen a racer in the chat. It's Hernandez. If you remember, it's Mr. Haircut over here. He's not in the race, sadly. I'm assuming he must be busy with extra stuff out of the racing world. But nonetheless, he's watching the stream, which is great to see. And he's supporting Derek, who was his rival in the last series, which is great to see. Laggy coming up to the line now. He's got no battery life left. He's going to do it. I think he might be beating one of the greater times here. He's going to be putting himself up definitely into the P5 position, putting Guetta down into P6 with a 44. Hits the wall. Guetta coming in and responding. Is he going to be doing a quicker lap time? I think he might. Crossing the line with a 40 flat, putting Laggy and Ali Brown, which is Charles, pardon me, I keep making that mistake, but Guetta putting himself up into P4, nearly on the 39s. It's what I said, you know, Guetta can definitely do it, and I'm loving it. Great stuff from Guetta there. Fantastic. We're going to be going to Wilson here now as well, who is on his fastest lap with a 41.3. Now, not the fastest lap out of the lot, but nonetheless, still just a great lap time, to be honest. A 41.3. Ow, as he hits the wall there. Wilson hits the wall. I think his car's okay. He might have a bit of wing damage, but I don't know. He hit the wall quite quickly there, though. We're going to be going into Derek as well. Derek is on his fastest lap, too. We're going to be looking around the track. Guetta's gone in. I love to see this. Who is it? It's P7 Denny. It is P7 Denny. He's on his out lap. He's going to be starting a great one now as well. I already know it. And you know it yourself as well, that this man can put a great lap time and a great show, because I'm honestly so excited to see this. It's going to be a great race. So, you know what? Get your opinions in the chat. Whoever's here, for those of you who are watching, which we know you are watching because we love the support you always show, I'm sure of it, and I know it, that we're going to be seeing some of Derek's family in the chat, which I absolutely love to see, and it's one of the highlights of these streams, is when you see the family or friends or, you know, maybe their couple, their girlfriend, their boyfriend, whatever have you. They support each other, which is fantastic to see. I love to see it all the time. So get the support in the chat for your driver. Say who you want to win. Give your opinions in. Who do you think is going to become first on this qualifying session? Mind you, there is still a few minutes left. A minute 23. For those of you that haven't started it, as Denny goes into the wall. It's just a shame to see there. We're seeing Derek. He's not going to be doing a lap in. He's not going to be. Derek's out of the race there. He finishes it by putting himself right into the wall. Ali putting in a 39.8, pushing himself up into P4, pushing Guetta down into P5. Derek and Charles out of the race, obviously because they finished. There's nothing else to do. They're not going to have enough time to put in another lap. Although, we're going to see, who is this? It is K Muscat. Is going to be doing another lap time. Let's see what he does. Is he going to be doing some magical stuff here? Is he going to break the seal of a 43.3? I think he might. He's coming up to the line. I don't think so. Never mind, he won't. But you know what? Still a good lap time. A 45.3. I think a 45 flat. Not the fastest there, but you know what? Nonetheless, still something to watch. Denny, he's not going to be getting the fastest lap time. Oh, never mind. What am I saying? Even with going into the wall, he gets a 41.1. He's right in P6, right behind Guetta. Great stuff there from Denny. That was remarkable stuff. He went into the wall, and he kept going forward. Fantastic. Great stuff to see. Guetta is in the pits, P5, and I think for the most part, that is it for qualifying. If I'm not wrong, I don't think I'm wrong here. Yeah, Perry won't be setting a fastest lap time, I'm pretty sure. He is not. No, he's definitely not going to be. Although a 49. It's not amazing to see, but you know what? It's definitely something. It's at least time on the board. Enough to say. He's in the midfield. Great stuff to see. And that's the end of qualifying. 2 minutes 40. Those who have done their laps or started their laps, they will be finishing them now. Wilson, is he one of them? I think Wilson is one of them. He's not invalidated his lap time. He did go into the wall. We did see it though. But I don't know. He's not going to be able to get a lap time anywhere near the top. But he's going to be going to the pits. He's going to be conserving that car. No point in wasting it there. But nonetheless, that is the end of qualifying, I'd argue. We're just waiting for those drivers to get into the pits, such as Perry here, who is on out. Is he on the fastest lap? I don't believe he is. He can't be. Unless I'm wrong. Nah, he definitely won't be getting into the fastest times. But he's definitely done something there, which I love to see. Pardon me there, my nose is a bit blocked and my sinuses are acting up. Obviously, for those of you that are in Jib, I know we do have people watching from outside of Gibraltar. Those of you who are in Jib, you know the weather's quite terrible here. So let's just hope that's not kicking up any sicknesses that I don't want to have any, preferably. But that is the end of qualifying. So I'm gonna let you guys look at this now. Look at your top 10. Well, honestly, top 11. Sadly, number 53 over here didn't manage to finish his times, which is a shame because honestly, we know he's got some great stuff under his belt, and he is able to perform like no other. But with 11 drivers in the field, anything can happen. Remind you this, anything can happen. And I'm excited. But here is your top 11. It's Shelly in P1, Godzilla in P2, Derek in P3, Charles in P4, Guetta in P5, Denny in 6th, Laggy in 7th, Perry in 8th, Wilson in 9th, K Muscat in 10th, and to finish off the grid, it's number 53 in 11th place. Fantastic to see. I'll see you now on the grid. Gonna have some water now. Leave you guys to look at this time, and we'll see you on the track. See you now. Alright, and we're back. This is it. This is the race you want to see. It's in Baku, sunny Azerbaijan, no rain to be seen. There was fears of rain, because honestly, it could happen. You never know, rain could have spawned in, but it seems like it's going to be a clear and lovely day here in Baku. If it would have been rain, I think it would have been just like Bahia Park. It would have just been a bit of slip and sliding straight into that castle section. But now I'm going to say the line I always say when I start these things. It's welcome back to our Formula 1 Gevga World Championship in Formula 1 2025. We are on week 3 in Baku. Shelly is currently leading the pack. Now, in P2, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Derek. If I'm wrong, correct me, you're more than welcome to. But those two are the ones that might win this race. There is still a few more races left in the calendar, and I know for certain that Shelly is not going to lose without a fight. So if you want to bring the heat to Shelly, you have to be fully committed into it, and I know Derek and a few others on this list are able to. So I'm very much excited. It's going to be a great race, a great event, and honestly, hopefully, knock on wood, for all of you at home, knock on some wood, maybe you heard that on the microphone, knock on wood that there is no, let's not mention the name again, let's put a pace car, let's not say the S word, because the S word managed to make it happen, although we haven't really had it this race. I might be wrong, maybe we had it in Brazil, but I'm not sure we did. I don't believe we did. Nonetheless, let's hope all for good things, and I know I'm excited for it. Let's get ready, they're all lining up here. It's going to be starting soon. They're lining up on the track. Sherry leading the pack up in P1. Look at that line he's got. Absolutely fantastic. Although Godzilla in P2 with that inside line, and Derek here that has both of them in his sight lines. We're going to be watching it, I'm pretty sure, from Derek here to start it off, because you never know. You never truly know what can happen at the start of a race, and the action might be up ahead. We're going to try this very shortly now. I know you're excited, I'm excited. It's going to be a great one. As the lights start to go, the cars are revving. The racers are ready to go as well. I'm excited. You're excited. Everyone here should be. And guess what it is? It's the same we always say. It's lights out. Away we go into corner one. On board with Derek. Sherry leading the pack. He gets it into the corner done first. He's neck to neck with Godzilla. Godzilla stays ahead. We're seeing a lot of battling up in front. Gad 53 has pushed ahead, pushed down Wilson into P11. Don't know what's happened there with Wilson. I'm assuming maybe a little bit of an incident. Although Cayman Scat's already out the race. He's gone straight into the wall and he's completely destroyed his car. That's already instant action in P3. Oh God! Oh no! No, what's happened there? It seems like Derek has gone off the track, pushing someone. Guetta might have been, I don't know who it was, but definitely something happened. Thankfully, I'm pretty sure all the cars are okay. There's already non-stop action. It's only lap 1 and we've already seen a few collisions. Derek in P9 now. He had an incident. He didn't brake enough. He tried going down that inside line. It didn't go favorable for him. And evidently, it costed him his lap. He's now in P9. And you know what? Let's pull up the statistics here. I forgot to put this all for you guys. Let's just put this here really quickly. Everything on there. Fantastic to see. And now, if you look here, we'll see what their starting composition is on. And it's hards and mediums for the most part. Most of the track is on hards. 2 other drivers are on mediums. Maybe they know something we don't. But so far, no penalties. But if you look here, the top 2 have remained where they were. Guetta's gone up 2 positions. Denny's gone up 2. Laggy's gone up 2. Charles sadly lost 2. Gad 53 has made up 4, which is a fantastic start from him, starting from the back of the grid, all in the way to 7th place, which is fantastic. Perry maintaining 8th. Derek sadly losing the most positions here into P9, losing 6 positions now. Wilson losing 1 into P10, and sadly, our first DNF of the session being K. Muscat. Sherry setting the fastest time. Here you can see the possible strategy. It's hards onto mediums or the 2-stop, which is definitely not going to be used because that is quite unorthodox unless there is a reason to. But I don't believe so. Laggy though in P5, straight behind Denny. We know he can do it, and we think we might be able to see an overtake here. Is from Derek. It's from Pardon me, I'm getting names confused all over the place. Laggy gets the DRS open. He's going to be going down the inside of Denny. We're going to be going the outside camera. Maybe he leaves enough room. Laggy, will he get the move done? No, nearly some contact there. That was a very close one. I thought there was going to be contact. I thought the car was going to get lost there, but it doesn't. Oh, but then he goes into the wall straight off. He didn't have enough braking time, hit the little barrier, and evidently it cost him that corner. Nonetheless, Laggy is still right behind him. Laggy couldn't get the move done. Charles up in P6 and P7 is with Gad battling it away. We've got a 4-way battle here. You can see it now. We're going to be going onto the outside. Actually, stay on board. Something happened there. I don't know who it was. That was Laggy. He must have had a little bit of an incident there going into the castle section now. Are these 3 cars? Those cars passed by without an issue. Thankfully for them, there wasn't an issue there. There could have been, but there wasn't. Perry in P9, right behind Derek. Derek is under pressure now. Derek has a chance of making up some real positions here. Mind you, it's only 2 laps into an 18-lap race. Now, I don't want to say what could happen, but what I think might happen is Derek, for the absolute lapse of a lifetime we're going to see from here. He's already got the sight lines of who is this up ahead. He's got Laggy in his sight lines. He's closing down that gap ever so much in P8. Derek's going around the outside of Laggy. Laggy has absolutely nothing to do with the speed of that car. He's side to side, wheel to wheel with the other racer. Derek and Laggy, wheel to wheel into corner 1. It's 3 wide. It's currently 4 wide actually going into corner 1. It's absolutely intense. Derek gets through, makes up 2 positions there into P6, overtaking Laggy and Gad. A great maneuver there from Derek with a 4 wide into corner 1. That was beautiful to see. And in P5, it's Charles making a move from Denny. Denny had absolutely nothing to do neither. He was a sitting duck with a DRS wide open. Charles gets the move done. Derek into P6, Denny into P5. Gad was pushed down to P7. That was remarkable stuff there from Derek into P6. Fantastic to see. Charles into P4, propulsing himself up there. In P3, it's Guetta, Godzilla in P2, and currently he's looking down the sight lines of Shetty. Shetty isn't out of the woods yet. We're going to be watching P2 really quickly here, going through the castle section. Although there is action back ahead, we might be going switching. Although Godzilla is closing the time on to Shetty. Shetty has a purple car right behind him. He definitely sees it in his sight lines, which means right now anything can happen. Therefore, meaning it's still anyone's race. What a great race this is going to be, and a great race it's going to turn out to be. We're watching Perry onto Laggy. Laggy and Perry, a duo that are inseparable when it comes to battling, which is great news for us, and honestly, great entertainment as well. But nonetheless, Betty, oh, he loses the car just a little bit there. You see it there. Don't know what happened. Maybe he hit a little bit of a curb, which tends to do that to the car. We're seeing a lot of support there. For other drivers, it's actually quite lovely to see. So keep saying your driver you want to win this. I'm completely excited to see. Support your driver and shout it out. Say whatever you want in chat. Like I always say, you're welcome to say whatever you absolutely want. And we're seeing it here with Perry and Laggy around the outside of Laggy. Perry gets the move done effortlessly. Laggy's not going to have enough time to respond there. Derek, though, in P6, he's going to be making a move soon. He does it, actually, in P5 to Denny. Remarkable stuff from Derek there. He's already gone up so many positions. We can actually see how many he's gone up now. He's only lost 2 from 6 to 2, which is fantastic, honestly, because right now it would seem that Derek is making a charge of a lifetime. Fantastic stuff, honest to God. I'm loving it, and I hope you guys home are loving it as well. This is the support we love to see from every driver, all you people watching consistently. Thank you for those who are watching. Thank you for those who are driving. Sadly, those of you that aren't here today, thank you as well for coming to other sessions. Hopefully you are here for the next one. We hope whatever's happening, it's nothing bad and it's just that you're busy. But if it is something bad, don't worry. We understand. We understand absolutely everything. We just want to see you for the next one. We want to see some great racing, because those of you that aren't here are great drivers as well, I'll tell you that much. We've seen some great stuff from those ones. Derek, though, has the sightlines of Charles. He knows he wants to get back up to that podium position, which is going to be quite a battle for him, though. He has to just bank on him getting greater pit stop time than the rest of them. Derek has closed the gap so much more, and now Charles is in a lot of jeopardy, and he is in possible striking distance of the DRS zone. He will have DRS, Derek, that is 100%, we know that for sure. But we're seeing it here live in action. Charles is getting reeled in. We can see it here, look at that. DRS is now open, his battery consumption is going up, because he's not really using it, there's no need to. DRS going to go on the external, he's going around the outside of Charles here. Charles does great defending, though. Absolutely great defending there from the car ahead. Derek, though, is going down the inside into corner 2. Not much Charles can do there to defend. He left the door wide open. But Charles will respond, though, because I think he has DRS now. Unless I am wrong. No, he won't. Derek will have DRS because he was behind him. But nonetheless, Charles with great... He's going to have a great time now because he's got a great car and a great driver to chase ahead of him, which we know he likes to challenge. We've seen him battle against Sheddy even. So we know he's got the possibility of doing it. Lovely thing to see. We're hitting a lock up there from the car we're watching right now, which is Charles. Great stuff from these drivers, though. Keeping it quite clean. Honestly, knock on wood, we haven't seen much of a major incident other than Kamerscat at the start of the race, which is into corner 2. I'm assuming he had a lock-up or just couldn't get the car stopped in time. Look how close their cars are going to that caster section. Absolutely terrific stuff to see from them. The fact that they're able to stay on the track, which is remarkable stuff, and nonetheless not going into the wall. Honestly, it's applaudable, I can't lie. We're going to go to number 53 here, though, who is in P7, chasing down Denny into corner 15, I'm not sure. Yeah, it is corner 15. We're seeing it here. Denny is getting dragged in. Gad 53, we know he really wants to get that position up again. He was starting in 11th place due to a disqualification in qualifying. Gad 53 has the drive and he has the one, although what he definitely doesn't have is battery life. And if we go here into Denny, he hasn't got much neither, but it's definitely more than Gad, which is such a shame to see, to be honest. But nonetheless, Gad here in P7, he's getting it down, he's put the DRS, no battery consumption whatsoever. He really needs to conserve battery life. That is something that some of the drivers aren't able to do, which obviously it's quite hard, but nonetheless, he's trying it, which is good. We can hope he does, at least. Into a second DRS section. He is far behind still of Denny. He's lost a bit of time due to that battery life. He's activating battery, although on a DRS section, which is quite unorthodox, because you don't really need that extra boost when you have DRS open. But nonetheless, he's done it. Denny is getting reeled in slowly. But actually, I'm lying to you here, evidently. Denny's running away slowly. Oh, Gad hits the wall there. I don't believe he's got any front wing damage. Hopefully not. I'd hope not. Preferably, if he does, he goes bits. Let's cause a little spice in the action. If a safety car does come out, it will definitely spice up the track, which honestly, I know maybe some people won't complain about. That's for certain. Denny, though, is getting reeled in. The drivers are setting into their positions quite early, and 6 laps into the race. No incident there. That was a shock. I thought, oh, God, there you see him just a little bit of a slide coming out of that corner. We're going to P10 here with Wilson. We haven't given any love, sadly, at the back of the grid. It tends to be a bit difficult to watch because there's not much really happening. But you know what? We did think, I truly believe, everyone deserves their moment in the spotlight, the moment in the sun, and that is here with Wilson in P10. He might not be having the best race for himself, but as long as he's having a great time and he's enjoying it, honestly, what else more can you ask for? Although up ahead, tell you what, Godzilla is not losing sight of Shetty. Although Shetty has definitely pulled ahead, Godzilla is maintaining a decent distance to him to the point where he will be able to attack. Derek, though, is in P4 and he's right behind Guetta. Guetta into corner 1, might be getting attacked here. He hasn't got it. Is he going to go down the inside? He doesn't. I thought he was going to go for it. I thought that was about to be an absolute major incident there. Thankfully, no incident to be had into corner 2. We've seen Derek do it before. He won't get it done this time. He's a bit too far back. Although, with DRS, we know he can get it. Okay, you know, Guetta has good battery life. This is where he has to put it to the defense mode here. In P4, Derek going down the inside of Guetta. Is Guetta going to be able to respond? Oh, they closed the door. He closed the door so hard on him. But you know what? I think that might have been, I don't know if that was illegal or not, but nonetheless, Derek couldn't get the move done. Great defensive work there from Guetta. Guetta absolutely shut the door on to Derek, not letting him pass. He's holding on to P3 saying, this is mine to hold. It's not yours. Stay away from it. Fantastic. Look at this. Just look at these two, how they're battling. I'm loving it. I'm loving today. Today's a great race. Like we always do. Thankfully, these guys up ahead, they always put a great race for us. Gap 53 closing in the line. That's Denny if you look at the board. But it doesn't matter what I'm saying anymore. Derek goes down the inside of Guetta. Oh, I think there was an incident. Guetta might have hit the wall there. Nonetheless, the drivers are still racing on. There is a bit of front wing damage to Guetta's car. His front wing is completely obliterated. He's lost the side panels completely. It's not what you want to see from Guetta. Guetta's wing is gone. On a track like Baku, a street circuit, nonetheless, it's not really what you want to lose your front wing. Derek getting through with pure brute force. You know what? It happens sometimes. Incidents happen. Oh, Guetta's downforce is severely impacted there, which is just not what you want to see. On these hard compound tires, there might be seeing some degradation here. Is Guetta going to go into the pits? I don't believe he will. Derek's under jeopardy now. Derek into corner 1. Either Guetta going into corner 1, 2 down the inside of Derek. Guetta gets the move done onto Derek. He gets the position done ever so lovely there. Into P4 though. Derek, it responds right back into corner 2. Will the defensive play work there from Guetta? It doesn't. It doesn't work there at all. It doesn't there, but they're still wheel to wheel into corner 3. Derek and Guetta. Guetta right behind Derek. Derek going around the inside down. Pardon me. Guetta going down the inside. He gets the line done. Guetta gets the position back that he lost. He hasn't got a front wing though, so it impacts his exit of the corner. Guetta loses the position straight back. Into P3 goes Derek. Guetta into P4. Guetta's front wing with the damage there. It's just so difficult to control the car. It's just what you expect to see. Fantastic stuff there from those two. What a fantastic battle. I absolutely love that. What a wow. That was amazing to see. I'm loving this. Oh my lord. I'm losing my voice already. This is fantastic. I'm loving it. Honestly, round of applause to you guys. A round of applause for Guetta there for keeping it on the track, nonetheless having wing damage. He's kept it there. Gad has made a move up, I'm pretty sure. He's moving it onto Denny. And this is insane to see. You can see it here. Gad 53 is reeling in Denny. He's been trying it all race, and honestly, it might happen now. Oh my god, what a race. I'm loving this. I'm absolutely loving this. This is fantastic stuff to see. And honestly, if you guys are watching at home, I hope you're having a great race as well. This is lovely to watch. We're seeing a lot of Guetta support in the chat. We love to see it. Say his name louder. It gives him support. It gives him power. And it definitely gives him the drive to make moves. What's happening into the pits, I'm assuming, goes Godzilla. Our first person going into the pits, I'm assuming, going on to maybe the medium compound tire, which would be the favorable pick here. Never mind, he goes into the hard. He must have been on the medium compound already. Wow, amazing stuff to see. Honestly, I'm at a loss for words for once in my life. Gad, though, is able to... Will he make a move down? He's not going to. He's just that far. He's far enough back that he won't be able to. Gad 53 gets just ever so slightly closer to Denny. Denny's going to have to respond soon with some more defensive action. He's staying quite a good distance ahead, although Gad is making up the room and he's making the time, that's for sure. Derek into P2 now, obviously because of Godzilla going into the pits. I'm assuming we're going to be seeing Quetta going into the pits soon, because with that front wing damage, he's not going to really be able to get much done here. They get so close to the wall there. Honestly, I thought we were about to see an incident there. Godzilla keeping it clean. No, pardon me. Yeah, Gad 53 keeping it clean. Although Godzilla is right behind the other Gad. Two Gads battling it out. Don't know if they're related. They might be. I'm not too sure. But nonetheless, two Gads on the track gets a bit confusing. That's why I try saying number 53 and Godzilla for one of them. Because sometimes it just gets a bit difficult to mention, especially when the names are quite the same. There's a bit of an... Oh, there Denny hits the wall. You've seen coming out of corner 15. Denny is having a bit of having a bit of issues. Maybe it's having that just the pressure of having a driver directly behind him, which might be causing some discomfort for him. It's not preferable, obviously, if you're a driver. You don't want to really have someone breathing down your neck. But honestly, with the DRS Open, I think we're going to be seeing a number 53 going to P4. If I'm not wrong, I might be wrong here actually. He can't get it done though. Quetta going into the pits now, obviously. About time. Poor guy's had his wing obliterated there in one of the corners. But he gets it done. He gets into the positions there. He's going to be getting it back. I'm more than certain of it. What tire compound? I'm sure he's going into the mediums. Quetta going onto the mediums, which obviously starts in the hard. You're going to go into the mediums. It's just a bit of religious. It's just a bit of religious when you go to these tracks. You want to stay on the tires that are preferable for you. Gad 53 closing in the line. Although then he keeps that distance that he needs to keep. This is amazing. I'm having a great time. It's just great to see with these drivers, because think about it. Mind you this, these guys may not have raced with each other prior to these seasons. So what you expect to see is just great stuff, because evidently these drivers have good chemistry with each other. There's not been many incidents with drivers. So evidently the chemistry works, the drivers work, there's not been any incidents, the racing is clean. Ooh, number 53 just testing track limits here. And also, I'd like to mention, for now, not a single person has got a penalty. Look at Gad 53 so close. Ooh, there's been a bit of touching though, surely. There surely had to be something. Because I thought that, I mean, there might not have been, but in the end of the day, it looks like there was. Just Gad can't get the power down from him. Godzilla though in P5 is right behind number 53. But you know what? There he goes. Godzilla gets the move done. He's going to be doing on to Gad 53 into corner 1. Godzilla into P3, projecting himself. And honestly, at this moment in time, the undercut might be of dreams here. Godzilla gets the move done onto number 53. Obviously, on the newer compound tire, it's expected. It's what you know and what you're going to see. Now, Quetta in P6 as well. He's going into... pardon me, why I pressed the wrong number there. Quetta attacking Charles, who's just come out of the pits, if I'm not wrong. I'm pretty sure... No, yeah, he must have... No, he hasn't. He went into the pits earlier. Quetta is right behind the neck of Charles in P5. We know Quetta wants to get that position back, so I know it for certain. Quetta wants to. His front wing, I'm assuming, is changed. Is it? Yeah, it has. Okay, thank God it is. If it wasn't, that would have been a bit of an issue for him. Nonetheless, P6 into P5. We know he wants to get it done. Derek in P2. He's not gone into the pits. Sherry's not gone into the pits. Godzilla has gone into the pits. Most of the drivers have gone into the pits. If we look here, you can see it. The only drivers that haven't gone into the pits are Gad 53, Sherry, and Derek. Those three drivers haven't gone into it. Obviously, Sherry's trying to make as much distance as he can to the driver behind him to make sure that when he goes into the pits, he is completely safe and given, as what you would call it, a free pit stop. But Godzilla has been able to keep that consistent pace and just that consistency to him, so he won't need to worry. And I think if Sherry goes into the pits, which I think he will be going into it now, if I'm not wrong. I am wrong completely, evidently. No, he is. Okay, Sherry must be going into the pits now. He is, because his car's stopped, unless he stopped on the track. He's in the pits. He's gone right on in there, which means Quetta and the boys are going to be able to overtake Sherry, which gives Sherry a great time, because now he's going to have to battle the rest of the field. Godzilla is very happy to hear that because the undercut has worked lovely for him. I've just seen Guetta down the inside of Charles. Charles is not going to have much to say here. Into corner one. Just Guetta gets the move done ever so effortlessly. Who's in front of him? It's Derek. Derek in P3. Up ahead. Guetta gets the fastest lap done as well. Great stuff to see there from Guetta. Now, all I know for certain is Derek is in it for winning, Shelly can win this, Godzilla can win this, Guetta can win this. It's gotten more interesting. In the last 6 laps of this race, it gets way more interesting than you think. I'm loving to see this. It's great work. Honestly, just the support we're having in the chat, great thing to see. We're seeing some support for Derek. And we're seeing some support for Shelly. Keep this hype going, guys. Come on. I know the drivers want to hear this. Oh, Guetta gets a little bit loose-ended there with his car. He's keeping it close to Derek, though. Charles keeping it close to Guetta. It's a 3-way battle for third. We know they want to win this race. Shelly is currently grinding teeth, I'd assume. He wants to get ahead of Godzilla. Godzilla right now is in prime opportunity of staying ahead and keeping into that P1 position. Will we see another driver get that top step instead of Shelly? It's too early to say. 6 laps, a lot can change. Although, I think right now Godzilla is in good contention to win this. He just needs to maintain that distance to Shelly, which we know he can. But then again, we also know Shelly is great at performing under pressure, and especially when it comes to him getting into that P1 position. Look at this now. It's Charles. Oh, pardon me. Oh, my voice just went there completely. Pardon me. I did not mean for that to happen. Nonetheless, Charles here in P5. He's chasing down Guetta. He wants to get that position that he was taken off him just now. He had lost it not even a lap ago. In this exact corner, he lost it. But he's not going to be able to respond just yet. He is closing the gap, though. So, right now, Charles is in great views of getting into that P4 position, which he wants to do is to get as many points as possible. What we'll be doing is next stream, I'll be getting in all the information, I'll be getting everything all put together, and we'll be talking about the standings a bit more next race. Because I know it's definitely close. We know Shelly is in P1, obviously, for winning the last 2 races. But right now, as it seems, Shelly might have a bit of an issue this race. A street circuit is quite difficult to overtake on and make up time. But nonetheless, we know he's done it. Guetta gets the first 3-second time penalty of Baku. And it's the first penalty for this race, meaning Guetta is currently winning the points on the board championship for penalties. 3 seconds is winning it currently. He's winning the race when it comes to penalties. It's such a shame to see. I thought, honestly, I was about to say, we've had our first race without penalties. But you know what? Evidently, people like to test track limits, and it happens. It's what you do as a racer. You look for as much time as you can find on the track, even if it's just fractions of a second. It can mean the difference for you. So that corner cutting really does get it dialed down, and it helps you just project your car across the track. Charles now still closing that distance to Guetta. Now he knows for certain he is getting P4. Because of that 3-second time penalty, Guetta won't finish P4 and he will finish P5, which is not what you want to see if you're Guetta. But what you definitely don't want to see if you're Guetta is Charles coming in like a heat-seeking missile. He's on the tail end of Guetta. Guetta's got nowhere to go into corner 2. I think we might be seeing an overtake into corner 2 or into corner 3. Derek getting the fastest lap. Dad53 getting the fastest lap right now as well. Great stuff to see. These drivers are just heading on each other, taking laps off of each other. Great stuff. Charles is going to have DRS. He's got it open. Guetta's not got anywhere to go unless he's got a lot of battery life, which I think he does. Guetta is covering off the outside line. Charles going around the outside. He's trying it at least. He's on the tail end of Guetta here. Guetta might be in a situation soon where he might get overtaken here. Charles has closed that gap. Evidently, if this gap stays on the next DRS zone, he will get the overtake done. Which, honestly, for Guetta is not what you want to see, especially with a 3-second time penalty on you. You already have that pressure. He knows he can't win this race with that 3-second time penalty. So he needs to make a distance to Charles. But currently, Charles is sticking to him like he's glue. He doesn't want to move anywhere from in the castle section. Hasn't had an issue with anyone recently, which is actually amazing to see. Thank God for that. Everyone's managed to keep it clean through there. Doesn't matter though. Guetta and Charles battling it out into corner 16, into corner 13, 14 to 15. Now it's really where it counts, because this is where Guetta needs to make the distance into the DRS zone. If Guetta doesn't make the distance, it will be Charles's corner to take on that first corner or even on the DRS zone. This is something you don't want to see from Quetta. Come on. If you're seeing it, we're seeing some support for Quetta again. Quetta needs to make that distance. Has he made it enough? I don't think he has. The DRS is going to be open for Charles. He sat there like a duck. Unless he's got a lot of battery life, he won't have enough. Sheddy gets the fastest lap done. Charles is going to attack to Quetta around the outside of Quetta. We're seeing it live as you see it now. Wheel to wheel. Quetta has nowhere to go. Will he respond into the second corner? I don't know what to tell you here. But nonetheless, we're on board with Quetta. Now it's where the battle begins for Quetta. He needs to prove himself and get into that top position again. He needs to beat Charles into corner 3, which he might do because of the DRS zone. I think we might be seeing it here, but it just depends on battery life. Charles has got 65, Quetta with 71. Great stuff to see from each of these drivers. They've got a lot of battery consumption. That is what you call great battery consumption, saving it, all the great stuff. Derek, the fastest lap, we saw it last lap. We saw it, Gad 53 take it off him though. It's such a shame to see, but Derek is in it. And actually in P2, we might be seeing an overtake from Sheddy. This is something you don't normally see because he's always at the front. Godzilla has a lot of pressure behind him now with Sheddy. He needs to hold him off for merely 3 more laps and Godzilla can win it in Baku. But in Baku, it looks like Sheddy is as ominous as ever, and he is going to strike at him, because now into the DRS zone with less than half a second to the other car. I know for certain that Sheddy will get this move done. It's a shame to see, but with the DRS open, he might get it. Once Gad's battery percentage is much better than Sheddy's, which might help him here. Mind you this, Sheddy has got the least battery life. He's got a lot less time to battle, although with DRS open, it's harder. It's easier for him to overtake, may I say. But Gad had the time to just protect himself with that battery life. He uses most of it. You can see Sheddy losing time, actually. Godzilla has done great there. Sheddy setting in the fastest lap, snatching it off with Derek at the 42.4. Sheddy is now getting closer to Godzilla. Godzilla has so much potential, just a threat behind him. He knows that the ominous figure of Sheddy in this golden car can take away his wants and wishes of winning it in Azerbaijan. Now, into this third corner, Sheddy has DRS, he's looking down the inside, backs off, realizes he's not got enough room. He would have caused an incident there. Great move from Sheddy. It's just always lovely to see. Just some great respect and no situations lovely to see. My God, what a great race this has been. There's only been a few instances where there's been no action, but for the most part, there's always been action. But look at this, how close Sheddy is on the tail end of Godzilla. Godzilla has nowhere to go. Is he going to go down the inside there? I fully thought on corner 7, he was about to try it there. Into the castle section now, we're following these two drivers, the top two. Either winner here. You're watching one of the winners at least. And as we know, it might be Sheddy. It just depends on how Gad gets these exits on these corners and just propulses himself ahead. We know that Gad needs to really conserve his battery life, but so is Sheddy. Sheddy is consuming little battery compared to last turn. So he knows. Oh, there's been an incident there with Sheddy. He lost the rear end. He had a complete lock up there into corners 15 to 16 now. Sheddy might have bolt spotted his tires, which is not what you want to see here. I'm completely nervous. I can't stop moving in the commentator's box here. And honest to God, I'm loving every minute of it. Sheddy, Godzilla, these two are here to watch it. Sheddy is going to be able to get the move done unless Gad doesn't respond with battery life consumption. Battery is gone for Godzilla soon, but Sheddy has got DRS. I think we're going to be seeing it into corner 1. We're seeing him reel it in. It's going to be done, I'm pretty sure. Down the inside goes Sheddy. Into P2 goes Godzilla with a switch back from Godzilla. Sheddy has an incident there. Goes off the track a little bit. Gad with a switch back into P1. Great stuff to see there from Godzilla. What a great defensive play. And once again, a great attack from Gad. That was just fantastic. I loved every moment of that. Honestly, that was fantastic to see. That was racing. That is pure racing there. A switchback into corner 1. The same corner. That is unorthodox. You don't normally see that. What a great thing. I love that. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff from both of them. But Godzilla, this is great promise from him. He knows now he has a lot more chances of winning this race. He just needs to keep it for 2 more laps. We're on the penultimate lap of this race. This is the second to last lap now. We know Godzilla can win this. He's got the fans behind him. We know for sure we've got Godzilla fans somewhere in the stands. I know that. And definitely, whoever's at home with him must be cheering him on. Godzilla is in it to win it. And Sheddy is in it to take it from him. He wants to take all the glory. And honestly, can you blame him? Being a 2-time world champion doesn't sound too bad now, does it? Oh my God. Sheddy makes contact with the wall. He makes contact. It's what I said earlier. That braking zone really jeopardizes the car. Sheddy has front wing damage. Sheddy, I repeat, has front wing damage on his golden car. And I'm pretty sure Gad is completely safe when it comes to it. He hasn't got any damage on him. As you see there, no, he's not. He's not got a single bit of damage. Although in P2 here, Sheddy has no battery consumption. He's completely battered his battery here into the penultimate lap. Godzilla is running away with it. He's made a second onto Sheddy. Sheddy is losing his DRS time into the second sector of DRS, which is lovely to see if you're a Godzilla fan. My God, I'm losing my voice. I'm losing composure. It's great stuff to see, especially if you are a Godzilla fan. You know, right now, it's the final lap of the race. The checkered flag is going to be waved just when either of these two drivers cross the line. We're going to stay with them the whole time. Godzilla, oh, Sheddy goes for it. He gets a lot of early, Godzilla did a lot of early braking there, which is quite shocking to see. Sheddy is so much more violent now. Look how close he is. Sheddy wants to bring the heat to Godzilla, going down the inside of Godzilla, but Godzilla's got nowhere to go. Sheddy gets the move done, taking it off of Godzilla at the last second. No, that is not what you want to see if you're Godzilla. God now has to do the hunt back. Sheddy puts himself up into P1. Sorry there, pardon me. My God. Godzilla has got more battery life though. Into the castle section. This is where it gets down to the last few sectors of this track. It's now or never for Gad. If he wants to win this, he needs to put the hammer down and get to him before Sheddy makes the distance. Gad will have DRS if he keeps this distance. I'm pretty sure he will. He should. I don't see a reason why he wouldn't. Godzilla is in it now. Oh, pardon me. Oh. This shouting has got my throat in a complete mess. But nonetheless, Sheddy's running away with it though. It's not what you want to see if you're Gad. Come on, Gad. You know you can do it. You want to get this win, don't you? Oh, pardon me once again. I've done the same mistake I did before. Sheddy's got no DRS, no ERS. It looks like we're going to be seeing a Godzilla win. Sheddy's got nowhere to go. DRS open. They're going to be coming down to the line. Sheddy, will he do it? On the outside camera, Sheddy wins it by nothing. Godzilla finishing P2, less than 0.2 seconds behind Sheddy. Sheddy wins it in Baku. Godzilla in second place. What a race that has been. Sheddy in first, Godzilla in second, Derek in P3, Charles in P4, Guetta is going to be in P5 here. He gets it down. Gad 53 finishing it off in 6th, Perry in 7th, Denny in 8th, Laggy in 9th, and we're going to be watching Wilson to finish it off here. We haven't given him much screen time. So what we can do at least is give Wilson his time in the sun to cross the line. But fantastic stuff. That was a great race. Thank you all those for watching. That was fantastic to see. I'll be coming on camera just shortly here just to talk to you a minute now about a few things. But thank you for that race. That was fantastic to see. Great stuff from all the drivers. As I'm watching Wilson coming around the last few corners, the last driver on the track that's going to be crossing the line in P10, still getting points. Sadly to see from K Muscat not finishing it. But evidently, it's still a great race to see. It was a fantastic show, and I loved every second of this race. Wilson coming down the long pitch straight with his battery completely diminished. Great things to see. Derek in P3, as we're seeing in the chat, perfect as he crosses the line to finish it in Baku. It was week 3, going into week 4. Fantastic things to see. Great stuff. Finishing off the race, great things to see. Sheddy, once again, 3 times he's won it, 3 times he's done it, and I'm sure we'll see it more often because this man is unstoppable on track, which is insane to see. There he goes, a familiar face for those who watch, and a familiar background as well. Derek and Godzilla, these 3 have been absolutely battling it with each other, which is great because now it gives a lot of room for other drivers to try their best at taking a peek at Sheddy. If we look here now, these are all the drivers. These are the times as we see it here. I'm going to be coming on camera now. Look at these times. Fantastic to see. 1, 2, 3. Sheddy, Gad, and Derek for the top 3. But now, let's just have a moment to talk here. Wow. Thank you for watching the stream. That was amazing stuff. Great racing, as per usual. But I just want to mention one thing. This month for November, currently, me and a group of friends, we are doing a charity event which includes us running for 3 kilometers each day, 90 kilometers each, 2,000 or so kilometers at the end of the month for us. It's called, if you go on Instagram, Dash for the Tash, you will be able to support us there. Any donation counts. Thank you for those who do know it. If you don't, get to know it. We're trying all our best, and you'll see some great stuff there, funny stuff. But what I can guarantee you is next week, it's going to be in Texas, and there's been a little bit of spice added to the race. I don't know if I can tell you this, but maybe there might be a possibility of rain in Texas. I might have said too much, or maybe I haven't said enough. But thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a lovely night. See you all.